If you're watching this video, there's a high probability that what I'm about to talk to you has already started happening to you. You're just not aware of it. Don't panic, but if this is you, you'll need to take action right away to prevent it from getting worse. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what the signs are, how you can easily spot them, then stop them in their tracks, if it's already happening to you and what you can do to prevent them getting worse. The signs aren't as simple as waking up in the morning with a hangover. It goes a lot deeper than that. That's why so many fail to spot them before it's too late. Quick introduction, my name's Ben, I'm over 5 years sober. I've made over 100 videos on quitting alcohol and successfully taught people to quit without needing to go to AA. I've also made a full video course that I'm giving away for free. Link is in description, check it out. What are the signs? I want you to imagine the typical journey that most drinkers go through. For me, I was 14, 15 years of age, still in school, drinking up the park on the weekends. Sometimes even going camping with 4 cans of Foster's and a flagon of Strongbow. Some of the most carefree times of my life. Then you eventually turn 18 or 21. Depending on where you live, you can legally drink in a bar, club or pub. Gaining access to alcohol is no problem, and drinking at this point almost feels like routine. Slowly, the negatives start seeping in. Arguments with loved ones, missed days at work, maybe even getting into fights on nights out. We hold on to the memory that drinking gives us a good time, but we fail to remember all the bad times before we decide to drink. This is because our brain erases these memories in an attempt to protect us. I'm 35, I quit drinking at 30. The warning signs for me were there at the ages of 16 to 18. When I was 18, I got into a fight in a club which led me going to prison for 9 months. I came from a good home, went to a good school, had a job. Just your average teenager enjoying a drink on a night out. Just drank too much, got into an argument, and bang, life ruined. It gets to the point when the negatives start outweighing the good points when we drink. The problem is, for the typical drinker, the signs are not loud up in our face. They don't come in the form of liver cancer or a prison sentence. They progressively get worse over a decade. By this point, it is too late. I had a friend who died a couple of years back due to his body failing after being an alcohol drinker for over 15 years. Another friend I have has just recently been to rehab twice for drinking. We all started drinking and hanging around at the same time, around the age of 17. I'm lucky that I decided to stop drinking 5 years ago. Probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life. I've rebuilt my life, I feel better than ever, and I've set myself up for a successful second half of my life. You can do the same. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, you're never too old or too young to stop drinking. I've made a full video course with over 20 years of knowledge on how you can stop drinking and rebuild your life. The link is in the description. I strongly suggest you check it out. What happens if you don't take action? Well, nothing. Not right now. Maybe not even in 5 years' time. But just like we invest into the stock market, if done wisely and correctly, we get compound interest. Drinking works the same, but only in a negative way. Too many arguments with your wife? She might meet someone else and leave you. Slacking in your business? Clients will leave. 10 years from now? Maybe even serious health issues that can't be reversed. The list goes on. When I quit alcohol, I remember reading books, consuming YouTube videos. I'd even been to an AA meeting with a friend at one point. I want you to understand this. If alcohol is negatively impacting you in some way, you need to be honest with yourself and realize there is no benefits to keeping it around in your life. Alcohol is a drug. It's a poison. So stop letting it have the right to reserve a place in your life. You need to make a change. When we drink alcohol, our life doesn't get better, it only gets worse. If you want to prevent it from getting worse, then you need to find a way to stop drinking. Like I said, I had friends who went to AA, then you had me who just stopped with sheer willpower. I had a friend who's been to rehab twice. The first time didn't work, the second time, only time will tell. I had a friend who took no action, and he is now dead. The sad thing about this is, he secretly knew he was dying, but he was too scared to get treatment. I can only imagine how terrifying that must have felt. I'm not trying to scare you, but alcohol is sneaky, and over a long enough time horizon, anything can happen. If you've told yourself in the past you're going to stop drinking but went back to alcohol, then maybe the willpower approach isn't enough for you. Some of us need more guidance than others. I've made a full video course, start to finish, how you can begin to quit alcohol and start to rebuild your new identity. But just remember this, when we start drinking, it's because of this one thing. We get a craving. No craving, no problem. The best part about this is you can stop them in their tracks. And I have a full video how you can stop them instantly, and you can watch it here. Also, you can book me for private one-to-one coaching, and I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.